The dream of working from a beach in Bali or a cafe in Lisbon has never felt more possible than it does in 2025. With remote work now fully normalized and more countries rolling out digital nomad visas, people from all walks of life are packing their bags and hitting the road. But what's it really like to live this kind of life? Today on Global IQ, we're diving into the top 5 surprising truths about living as a digital nomad in 2025. Whether you're planning to take the leap or just curious about what it's like, this video might just open your eyes. It's not all Instagram sunsets and coffee shops. The digital nomad lifestyle comes with unexpected lessons, daily challenges, and rewards that few ever talk about. From cultural adjustments to work-life balance, we'll walk you through what this life really demands. And if you've ever dreamed of leaving your 9-to-5 behind for good, you'll want to hear what we've learned. So get ready to see beyond the perfect reels and scenic workspaces. This is the real, unfiltered story of what it means to live and work anywhere in the world, told through 5 surprising realities that might just change your perspective forever. The paradox of freedom feels overwhelming at first. Most people imagine that the moment they start working remotely from a tropical island, they'll feel total liberation. But the truth is, too much freedom, at least at first, can be paralyzing. Without a fixed schedule or familiar routines, new digital nomads often struggle to structure their days, stay productive, and even decide what to do next. It turns out that managing your own time 24/7 isn't as easy as it looks. This overwhelming sense of limitless choice can cause anxiety, especially in the beginning. Many nomads admit they waste weeks just trying to figure out their ideal work-life rhythm. With no boss watching over your shoulder and no coworkers down the hall, the pressure to stay on track falls entirely on your shoulders. That shift can be both exhilarating and exhausting. Eventually, most people learn how to create a system that works for them, but the early stage is often marked by confusion and second-guessing. It's one of the biggest surprises people face, realizing that total freedom requires discipline most of us have never been taught. Debunking the cheap myth. It's not as cheap as you think. One of the biggest myths about digital nomad life is that it's incredibly cheap. Sure, you might find $3 meals and $500 apartments in Southeast Asia, but once you factor in flights, travel insurance, co-working fees, and visa renewals, the cost can add up fast. Living abroad isn't always the budget hack people assume it is, especially in 2025, with inflation and tourist demand pushing prices up in many hot spots. A digital nomad lifestyle can be just as expensive, if not more, than living in your home country. Add in unexpected medical bills or the need to hop countries every few months due to visa limits, and you're looking at a financial juggling act. To succeed long-term, most nomads have to become expert budgeters. That means tracking every dollar, planning expenses in advance, and building an emergency fund. While the lifestyle is absolutely possible, the fantasy of doing it on the cheap can be misleading and, for some, even dangerous. The loneliness factor. Community becomes everything. The romantic idea of wandering solo through exotic cities starts to lose its shine after a while. Humans are wired for connection, and digital nomads are no exception. The reality is, loneliness hits hard, especially when you're moving every few weeks and leaving new friends behind just as you bond with them. In 2025, more nomads are joining co-living communities, digital nomad hubs, or online groups that meet up in real life. These connections become lifelines, helping people feel anchored even when they're thousands of miles from home. Shared meals, co-working spaces, and social events help turn a temporary stay into something that feels like home. Without a sense of community, burnout and isolation can creep in quickly. That's why finding your people, whether online or in person, isn't just a bonus, it's essential. Community is what makes the difference between surviving and thriving on the road. Productivity requires a mindset shift. When you work from a different city or country every month, your surroundings are in constant flux. That can wreak havoc on productivity. Coffee shops have unreliable Wi-Fi. Time zones clash with clients. Airbnb desks aren't ergonomically friendly. To stay productive, you need to shift your mindset and redefine how and when you work. Successful nomads develop rituals that ground them, no matter where they are. Morning routines become sacred. Noise-canceling headphones and portable monitors become survival tools. But above all, your mindset becomes your greatest asset. Flexibility, adaptability, and self-discipline are the new rules of the game. What you lose in stability, you gain in creativity and fresh energy, if you can harness it. Productivity as a digital nomad is less about hours worked and more about results achieved. It's not easy, but once you adjust, you may find yourself doing your best work ever in the most unexpected places. The transformation within. You change in ways you didn't expect. Living as a digital nomad in 2025 isn't just a lifestyle, it's a crash course in personal growth. Being constantly exposed to new cultures, languages, and ways of life forces you to confront your assumptions and habits. Over time, you become more adaptable, more open-minded, and more aware of your own values. You might start out looking for a change of scenery, but what you find is a change in self. Whether it's learning to navigate a Thai market without speaking the language or figuring out how to work with clients while stranded during a visa delay, every experience reshapes who you are. The transformation is slow and often invisible, but ask any long-term nomad and they'll tell you they're not the same person they were when they started. In the end, this lifestyle doesn't just take you around the world, it brings you home to a new version of yourself. So there you have it, the top 5 surprising truths about living as a digital nomad in 2025. It's a lifestyle filled with beauty and challenge, freedom and responsibility, growth and unpredictability. If you're considering the leap, remember, it's not just about where you go, it's about who you become along the way. If this video opened your eyes or sparked new dreams, drop a comment and tell us what part of the nomad life you'd love or hate. And if you want more eye-opening insights from around the globe, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is Global IQ, and your next destination might just be one idea away.